Ram Dass, born Richard Alpert on April 6, 1931, is an American spiritual teacher, former academic, and clinical psychologist, and the author of the seminal 1971 book, Be Here Now. He is known for his personal and professional associations with Timothy Leary at Harvard University in the early 1960s, for his travels to India and his relationship with the Hindu guru Neem Karoli Baba, and for founding the charitable organizations Seva Foundation and Hanuman Foundation. He continues to teach via his website and selected lectures. Richard Alpert was born into a wealthy Jewish family in Newton, Massachusetts. His father, George Alpert, was a lawyer in Boston, president of the New York, New Haven, and Hartford Railroad, one of the founders of Brandeis University and the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, as well as a major fundraiser for Jewish causes. While Alpert did have a bar mitzvah, he was disappointed by its essential hollowness. He considered himself an atheist and did not profess any religion during his early life, describing himself as inured to religion. I didn't have one whiff of God until I took psychedelics. Alpert attended the Williston Northampton School, graduating in 1948 as a part of the Cum Laude Association. He then went on to receive a Bachelor of Arts degree from Tufts University, a master's degree from Wesleyan University, and a doctorate, all in psychology, from Stanford University. His father had wanted him to go to medical school, but while at Tufts, he decided he wanted to study psychology instead. Alpert's mentor at Wesleyan, David McClelland, then recommended Alpert to Stanford, where he began his PhD studies in the early 1950s. Alpert wrote his doctoral thesis on achievement anxiety. After receiving his PhD, Alpert taught at Stanford for a year and began psychoanalysis. McClelland moved to Cambridge to teach at Harvard University and helped Alpert accept a tenure-track position there in 1958 as an assistant clinical psychology professor. Alpert worked with the Social Relations Department, the Psychology Department, the Graduate School of Education, and the Health Service, where he was a therapist. He specialized in human motivation and personality development and published his first book, Identification and Child Rearing. Perhaps most notable was the work he did with his close friend and associate Timothy Leary, a lecturer in clinical psychology at the university. Alpert and Leary had met through McClelland, who headed the Center for Research in Personality, where Alpert and Leary both did research. Alpert was McClelland's deputy in the lab. After returning from a visiting professorship at the University of California at Berkeley in 1961, Alpert devoted himself to joining Leary in experimentation with the intensive research of the potentially therapeutic uses of hallucinogenic drugs such as psilocybin, LSD-25, and other psychedelic chemicals through their Harvard Psilocybin Project. In addition, Alpert assisted Harvard Divinity School graduate student Walter Pankey in his 1962 Good Friday experiment with theology students, the first controlled, double-blind study of drugs and the mystical experience.